Hello, I'm Cyan, and today we'll be talking about airport designs for safety. I'll talk about why it's important, how it affects us, and where we can see it around the airport. The design of airports keeps passenger and crew safe before takeoff and after landing. And under FAR Part 139, airports in the United States are separated into 5 classes based on the type of aircraft they serve, whether that's passenger, air carrier, or military aircraft. Airports are also required to have an ACM or an aircraft certification manual. And an airport certification manual details operating procedures, facilities, equipment, and other appropriate information about the airport. Operational safety is a big priority at all airports. Airports have many different types of hazards on a typical day, so it's important that airports deal with those hazards efficiently. For an airport's operational issues, they adhere to OSHA standards. In terminals, this is seen in things like lit, marked, and unlocked exits, clean public spaces, and emergency stop buttons and fire extinguishers. In hangars, this is seen in things like regularly inspected roofing, flooring, and stairways, and toxic chemicals being stored at appropriately limited amounts and away from electrical materials. Ramp agents are also exposed to many of the hazards that airports have to offer, such as trips and falls, muscle strains, and exposure to hazardous material. It's especially important that airports um, ensure the safety of ramp agents with proper equipment and protection during operations. One of the last forms of safety is seen in the design of runways to avoid things like incursions and excursions. An incursion is basically when a plane or vehicle is on the runway without permission, and an excursion is a veer off or overrun from the runway surface. According to the FAA, runways should be long enough for departing and landing airplanes, be clear of obstacles, and ideally would have a threshold at the beginning of the runway to allow for longer takeoff distances for planes that need it. Runways and taxiways around the airport also have lights and markings to further safety efforts for planes and vehicles. Lights and markings are color coded and serve different purposes, and it's important that operators know those differences. Some important runway markings include demarcation bars, centerline markings, shoulder markings, touchdown zone, and aiming point markings. Some important taxiways are centerline markings and shoulder markings. Some important airport signs include mandatory instruction, location, destination, direction, and information signs. Important airport lighting systems include approach lighting systems, glide slope indicators, runway and taxiway lighting, and a beacon to determine the type of airport it is. In conclusion, there are many ways that an airport maintains safety. There are many factors seen on the surface, such as exit signs and alarm buttons, but there is so much that goes on behind the scenes to ensure the safety of every passenger and crew member that